Hey everybody, let's have a little TV talk. So Severance on Apple TV Plus is such a great series. I watched it 3 years ago when Series 1 came out and Series 2 just finished. And it's a show I've recommended so many times, and if you haven't watched it, get to watching it. And also, I'm going to be talking about the finale in this clip here, so don't watch if you haven't seen the finale. Um, but there's so many parts of the finale. I should say, right when I watched it, it was right away an episode where I was like, "This is one of the best episodes of television I watched." I have two in my mind that I always like go to in terms of like best episodes. It's Osmondius from Breaking Bad and Connor's wedding from Succession. And this one, I was like, "Oh, this is one of the best episodes of television I have watched. So freaking good." And I could talk about so much of it, but I want to talk about the ending scene. But before I even talk about the ending scene, I actually want to talk about the beginning scene because I think the beginning kind of moments of Innie and Outie Mark talking back and forth was important to kind of like get us to where we were in the end. Obviously, Outie Mark is asking Innie Mark to do something so we could save Outie Mark's wife, Gemma. And Innie Mark is like, well, if I save Gemma and we shut down Lumen, you're basically killing me here. Or are you asking me to basically like end my life? Because if Lumen goes down, I go down. And yeah, you're saying I could do reintegration with you, but like how much of me is actually going to be there? I'm suspicious about the whole thing. And we see them kind of going back and forth. And he's like upset about it. And he's like, I don't, like they don't really meet a great like they're obviously opposing viewpoints. And I think in general it's so interesting that we spend most of our time in the show with Innie Mark, but a lot of people, and this is really true from seeing some of their reactions, identify with Outie Mark more. We still have this feeling of kind of like, well, the Indies don't really have like a life, but to them, trying to put yourself in their mind, they have a life. And yeah, Lumen's all they know and Lumen's horrible, but it's still a life. And I think that thing is interesting because when we're seeing in the end, when Innie Mark has rescued Gemma, she's standing outside now, locked outside the doors, and then Heliar comes around the corner and he's like, what am I going to do? I don't have any feelings for Gemma, who I just saved, but Heliar, my person, is looking at me, and yeah, the lights are flashing, I know Lumen's going down, but like deciding like, okay, do I basically choose? If he walks out that door, he's basically saying like, it's over for me, I'm never going to see Heliar again because Outie Mark's never coming back. But if I stay, even if just for 10 more minutes, and Lumen, even though who knows what's going to happen, I could be with Heliar for this like final little bit, and we'll see what happens. And I think it's like people are very upset, like, why didn't he leave? And I had that same feeling as well, but at the same time, I'm like, how mad can I be at someone for choosing life? Because again, like I said, if he walked out the door, he would not have, he knows it's over for him. He knows Innie Mark, yeah, he's suspicious about this whole reintegration thing. So it's a very, I think it's such a great way to end the series. I can't wait for Series 3. If you haven't watched Severance, get on it.